I'm the one who sent Jeff Bezos to space. Hello y'all, welcome back to Case Can Probably Read. My name is Casey and today we are going to try to do a book haul. Now, this is another one of those videos where I'm just going to try to do something and you and I are both going to cross our fingers and hope that I pull it off or that it's enough of a dumpster fire that it's at least entertaining. I am going to try and keep this short and sweet because editing is not the laugh out loud good time that some people will have you believe that it is. That's not really what I want to be doing for the rest of my foreseeable weekends, so I promise this will be a short video. Now, I am not typically someone who buys a lot of books in one go. I'll get 1 to maybe 3 at one time and I'll just kind of do that periodically throughout the year. However, last weekend, I took a trip with my sister to Oklahoma City and we decided to check out 2 of the locally owned bookstores that were there. And I just kind of wanted to share with you the books that I got. I did include one other book that I bought that was not at those 2 bookstores, just because I recently bought it and also it was cute and I wanted to talk about it. So here we go. I'm going to start with the book that I did not purchase at those bookstores. It was actually a book that I purchased through Amazon. Yes, I'm the one who sent Jeff Bezos to space. But my daughter had her birthday recently and I typically try to buy her a book of some kind. She really loves, there's a little comic book series out called Pizza and Taco, and there's a book she's been wanting that is supposed to come out in that series, but it doesn't come out till this summer. So instead I got her another book about tacos because for some reason we seem to buy her a lot of books about tacos. We also have both of the Dragons Love Tacos children's books, which are super cute. If you got kids, you should check them out. But we got her this book, How to Fold a Taco. It is by Naibe, Reynoso, and Varela. And it includes a taco recipe inside the book. It is mostly in English and Spanish. There is a page where it's got I love tacos in several different languages, and I had a really hard time with that Hangul there. It's a really cute book, and yeah, so that's the first one I got. Okay, one of the bookstores that we went to is called The Commonplace. I liked it. It wasn't my favorite of the bookstores that we went to, but I enjoyed looking through their selections and I felt like they were really well laid out. I ended up getting another book for my daughter that I thought it looked really cute. It's called Once Upon a Tim, and it is by Stuart Gibbs and illustrated by Stacy Curtis. Just know that it kind of has these fairy tale fantasy looking characters on the front, and I thought that she might enjoy that. And then I got, let's see, The Ivory Key by Akshaya Raman. This one looked really good. It's about 4 different siblings in a country that's like running out of magic. One of them is the queen, and she has to gather all of her 3 remaining siblings back together to help find an item. I think it's probably this ivory key that will help them regain their magic. And all of the siblings seem to have their own agenda with getting this key, which I thought was really kind of a neat idea. I was really interested to read this book. I also just I picked it up because of the cover. I mean, it looks really cool. And then I also got a book called Evangelicals, Who They Have Been, Are Now, and Could Be. It says it's an anthology, an illuminating look at who evangelicals are, how evangelicalism has changed over time, and how evangelicalism continues to develop in surprising ways. If you've watched any of my other videos, I do mention from time to time just kind of growing up as an evangelical and coming to terms with how my life is going now and if I'm going to stay an evangelical. It's kind of a tricky conversation. It did have some authors, contributing authors on there that I have heard about. Kristen Dumas, Timothy Keller. I am hoping that it will give me some insight. Yeah. And the other bookstore that we went to was called Full Circle Books. It's in North Oklahoma City, and it was my favorite bookstore that we visited by far. It was just, the atmosphere was really, kind of academic feeling. There was lots of dark wood, lots of like full walls of books with ladders and everything. And the salespeople were super helpful and knowledgeable about books and just had really joyous interactions with the customers, with me, with my sister, and just with other people that were there at the store that day. So I really enjoyed shopping there. I would have to say at this point, it's probably my favorite bookstore to go to. Let's go ahead and start with For the Wolf by Hannah Whitten. I got this one because I like the cover. I like things like this where it's kind of muted with a pop of red, strong shapes and silhouettes. It is a Red Riding Hood retelling, which I'm sure you had already gathered from the clues. Another book that I got was The Nine by Gwen Strauss. It is the true story of a band of women who survived the worst of Nazi Germany. From what I understand, it's about the author's great aunt and like a group of female freedom fighters that she led out of Nazi Germany, I think. I am looking forward to reading that. Also, I got this book of poetry by Amanda Lovelace called The Princess Saves Herself in this one. I was looking through their poetry and prose section specifically to see if they had anything by Nikita Gill, because I've really enjoyed reading her lately and I wanted to own some of her work. I couldn't find any, but my sister said that Amanda Lovelace is pretty good. So I thought, hey, I'll take a chance on her. So I got this one, and my sister bought another one of her works, and I think we're going to flip-flop at some point. Let's see. Nope, already talked about that one. Oh, here is ELATSOE by Darcy Little Badger with illustrations by Rovina Kai. This one has been on my radar for a little bit because I was trying to find some books that were specifically by Indigenous authors to read, and Darcy Little Badger is Indigenous. I was on the wait list to borrow this one from my library, but when I saw it in the bookstore, I thought, you know, I might as well support her and purchase the book, and then I could also get to read it sooner. So there we go. And finally, this is the first book that I picked up when I arrived at Full Circle Books. It is The Wolf and the Woodsman by Ava Reid. First of all, I love the way that this cover looks. I think really colorful silhouette covers with strong shapes really draw me in. That's what I'm, I guess, gathering about this, about myself. When I read the blurb, it said, in the vein of Naomi Novik's New York Times bestseller, Spinning Silver, and Catherine Arden's national bestseller, The Bear and the Nightingale, this unforgettable debut inspired by Hungarian history and Jewish mythology follows a young pagan woman with hidden powers and a one-eyed captain of the Woodsmen as they form an unlikely alliance to thwart a tyrant. They mentioned Naomi Novik and Catherine Arden in the blurb, so I feel like I had to buy it. It was like a requirement. I am very, very much looking forward to reading this one. Yeah. And that's it. That's all. That's all the books that I purchased recently. I would love to go back to Full Circle Books and do some more shopping there, but I need to save a little bit of money first before I do that. The shopping experience was just very fun. I was starting to think that I didn't enjoy going to bookstores that much because the last few that I'd been to, I just really didn't have that great of a time in because I just had to dig through so many titles to find anything that I was remotely interested in. And I really enjoyed the experience at Full Circle and just how they had everything spread out and displayed. It was so easy to find things that I was interested in, probably a little too easy. Anyhow, that's all I got for you today. If my brand of awkward appeals to you, please feel free to like this video and subscribe to my channel or follow me on social media, which I will list below. And until next time, I don't know, tell me about your favorite place to purchase books. If you purchase books. If if you're a book purchasing type of person. Bye.